All right, so hello everybody. It is October 13th, if you can believe it. And I am going to do an outside Zoom call. It's just gorgeous fall weather. Look at that red color right there. Gorgeous. Um, and I've been inside all day, just kind of cooking and cleaning, getting the house prepped up from a busy weekend, fun weekend. Um, and yes, and you can, some people, if you need to leave early, feel free. I'm glad to have you come when you can. Same with like the recording, when I send you the link to the recording, you can always watch it later and take bits and pieces that you like. So usually I draw a deck of cards and I do some silly things. But what I did for the questions, instead of using a deck of cards, I just came up with a question. So the question was, if you could do one thing more of, what would it be? So some people talked about being more with friends. I mentioned that too, love being with friends, singing, moving more. Some people talked about doing artwork more. So think about that. If you're watching this later, what could you do more of that you would love to do more of? Maybe be more out in nature. That's what I was feeling. So that's why I'm doing the outside recording today. Um, and then usually I would do an art challenge or a deck of cards where it says like you challenge yourself. Like ask somebody if they like your shoes. It would be something weird like that. Or so maybe a good challenge, and I'll come up with one that maybe learn a song that's really simple and memorize it. So maybe that can be your challenge for yourself. Maybe it's be the change you want to be in the world. That's a song that I taught in my song leading class. Um, or just something that you can find. You look at my past recordings, I got a lot of ones. Today, that could be another one that I teach you. So that'd be a fun challenge. But if you don't like that challenge, feel free to maybe memorize a simple poem. If you're not a music person, um, maybe it's organizing your photos on your phone. Right? I know I need to do more of that. So see what challenge yourself in ways that you need. All right, so I don't know if anybody knows the Grateful Living. It's a great website called Grateful Living. It's a grateful living.org, and they send out daily emails that are just grateful quotes from other people, famous people. So this is one from a past email that I got, and this is by MJ Ryan, and it says, "We are undoubtedly blessed when we receive something for the gift itself, and later in recall for the miracle of having been given it." So I'll say that again. We are doubly blessed when we receive something for the gift itself and later in recall for the miracle of being given it. So I think of people who are great singers. I'm not in that category, but right, that's such a gift that they give others, right? Or athletes, right? Their athleticism, or people who are organized, right? That can be a gift. So, um, and that is by MJ Ryan. I do not know who MJ Ryan is. But here is another quote. I always like to do a couple readings to inspire you. This is by Jane Goodall, which she just recently passed. The environment we create will determine what prevails. In other words, what we nurture and encourage wins. So I'll say that one again. The environment we create will determine what prevails. In other words, what we nurture and encourage wins. So some nice quotes from um, Jane Goodall. There we go. And oh, I could do a third one. I'm feeling inspired to do a third one. This is Hafiz. I wish I could show you when you're lonely or in the darkness, the astonishing light of your own being, which totally makes me think of Barbara McAfee. She has a song, and Barbara McAfee is a local legend of community song singing here in the Twin Cities. If you don't know her, you should look her up. Um, So maybe during the song time, maybe I should teach that one. But I was thinking of a different one to teach today. Anyways, good choices come every week. I'll teach you a song that's easy to learn. But that's a nice, oh yeah, I didn't read it twice. I tried to read it twice. The Hafiz poem, which is, I wish I could show you when you're lonely or in the darkness, the astonishing light of your own being. All right. So, I wasn't prepared to sing that one, but that is fresh in my head. Phil might know this song, but it goes, I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. So let's do that. You're all on mute, so it's okay. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. Okay, I screwed up with that one a little bit. I added too many astonishing. So let's do it. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. That's the right way. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. And play with harmonies. I'm really good at melody, keeping the bass line. But if you have a lovely high pitched voice, I know someone on the call has a nice baritone voice. Sing lower, higher. Oh wow, yeah. So yeah, you haven't heard the song. Oh my gosh, I'll send you the link. I'll look it up. Barbara's McAfee song. So it's just beautiful. She wrote it when her nephew was going through a hard time. He was going through, and so she took that half his pose and put it to song. So I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. And maybe just do it a few more times. Maybe if you want to hold your heart or sing a different melody, that's okay. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. One more time. I wish that I could show you. I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. So that's a brief intro to Barbara McAfee's beautiful song, which I think is I Wish I Could Show You, but I could be wrong, but I'll send you the link in the email. So if you don't have my emails and you would like to be on my email list, shoot an email to touchingworlds@gmail.com or get it from a friend. But yeah, love to, or subscribe to the YouTube channel, Touching Worlds Together is one word, Touching Worlds Together. All right, I'm gonna grab some water if you haven't done so yet. Usually I do a vocal warm up, but let's do it afterwards. Better late than never, right? So a vocal warm up I like to do is gargling water, and we'll do it 3 times. Yeah, and what my learning doing gargling water is don't take a big sip, just a little sip is best. If you take too much, then the water goes everywhere, and then you kind of choke a little bit. Just makes it easier too. Looks funny and it's silly, but it really works. See, my voice sounds better already. And then we want to do a ka 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 sound. That really helps with the back of the throat. You just notice how that feels on your throat. So this is a good way just to help move things in your if you have any phlegm or whatever in your body. So that is a good warm up. Another warm up is bumblebee. It goes bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. And maybe one more time. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. So that is a fun, writes a lot of words in there. Um, and a nice thing to do with your throat. They say just massaging a little bit with your thumb, just having it land on the cliff and just gently massaging back here. It's good just with the tightness. And I know last week, I think it was last week, I talked about your tongue, helping the tongue stretch your tongue. One is holding the tongue out straight out for about 5 seconds. If you can do 10 seconds, great. That's a good goal to have. But just sticking the tongue out kind of helps bring your, stretch that back area. Then you want to stick the tongue up. It's like a little bit of a stretch and then sticking the tongue down. 5 seconds. You could do 10 if you want. And then up and down and out. Yeah, those are kind of some good ones to kind of stretch the back of the tongue. So that's what I've learned in singing, that having a good belly, that good belly, opening up that space, good alignment, good not having a tight throat. And let's do one more vocal warm up for fun, and then we'll do some movement. But we're doing inner movement, which is humming happy birthday. I think somebody on the call here is having a birthday pretty soon, but just humming happy birthday in the back of the throat. So, so doing it a humming, you could feel the really back of the throat there. And a nice one more thing we'll do is yawning. So and see if you can feel the release of the back of the palate as like you open and then the back of the palate opens. They say it's almost like a light bulb. Pretend like you have a light bulb in the back of the throat. Which somebody just gave me that analogy yesterday. We were having practices, so if anybody is interested, we're having a practice this Sunday for the upcoming album recording, which is October 26th and November 9th. But anyways, that person gave the analogy like a light bulb being there in the back of the throat. And I was like, that's an awesome analogy. So I thought I'd pass that on to you. But yeah, if you would love to come, we're singing at Lakewood Cemetery outside. uh, Outside the visitor center to practice for the upcoming album. So we're going to meet this Sunday. Let me know if you're interested. All right, so good vocal warm-ups. Let's do a little movement. So I'm going to do it without a chair, but if you need a chair, please use it. And I'm not going to stand too far away, just if you can't hear me. For some reason, my AirPods were not matching up, so I want to be close to the laptop so that you can see me. All right, so let's just do some nice Qigong movements. I'm thinking today, nice and easy. So let's do a nice gathering chi. So hands circle around and then slowly coming down. So you can bend the knees a little bit and then lengthen them. And as the hands go down, they can bend a little bit. Doing that again, lengthening the legs, hands rise, sinking the legs, they come down a little bit. And it's just a micro bend in the joints. We always want to have a little bend to them. Soft bend in the elbows, soft relaxed shoulders. Ideally, if you can match your breathing, so inhale and then exhale. Nice inhale and exhale. And let's do that a few more times. In Qigong, we'd like to do odd numbers. Sometimes you do 3, 5, 7, 9. You can do up to 80, 18. You could do 36. I mean, just an odd number and you keep going. So it's a nice way to gather chi. Chi's life force energy. So gathering that beautiful sunlight rays. I can see it in the back. We don't get the sunset, but we get the reflection on the lake. I face, right now I'm facing west and but my house is in the way. But I get the beautiful sunrise. So let's gather the sunlight and slowly come to rest. Taking a moment to have the palms face the earth, feel a little grounding from the earth, or just feel the relaxation in the joints. So soft, relaxed wrist, shoulders, right? Pelvis is slightly tucked under. So we don't want to stick our backs out. That causes back pain. We want to tuck the pelvis a little under. We want the knees nice and soft. And I even taught that just recently. I learned this, but if you actually sing and have your joints bent and you sing bending a little bit, you actually are louder in return. So play that with that at home. I'll try that another time on the Zoom call. But having soft joints is really helpful for singing and as well as moving with Tai Chi and Qigong. Sometimes I like doing this one. Reach up because I feel a nice stretch in the back. Turn your head, turn your torso, and then hands come down. Bring the hands up. Feel like you're a ballerina and like a musical box. Hands rise up, bend the knees a little bit. Soften the hands, they go down. Bend the knees, hands go up. Keeping the neck nice and neutral. Palm faces the earth. Other hand reaches across, comes up, does the ballerina, and comes down. Bend the knees. So this one is really good for calming your nervous system. You can easily do this in a chair. And let's do this several times. Just enjoying the motion, feeling that rotation in the spine, knowing there's no hurry, letting yourself feel, and then release. Gather up and come down, bending down. Feeling hopefully a nice little stretch in your back, in your body. Hands come down, bending the knees, having that pouring out that energy, bring that hand up, let it soften. Let's do that one more time on each side. And the other. Bringing the hands down, relaxing. Let's do some relaxing shoulder rolls. So that last move is from Daisy Lee. She is a wonderful Qigong, and let's do the other way. That first move was from Dr. Paul Lamb in his Tai Chi for Health programming. Wonderful program as well. Good. Why don't we do this last movement, we did a nice movement from Tai Chi Cha, and it's called working the pulleys. So in this movement, you can't see my feet, but the feet are just at it's just placing your foot down at a nice, comfortable, um, maybe I can do it. You can see my flowers that way too. So just placing your foot in front. So a nice, comfortable standing, right? Pelvis is tucked under, hips, shoulders, ears in alignment. Just placing the foot in front, and then we shift the weight. And the back leg straightens out. All my weight is here. If I pick up my foot, I have all my weight in that one foot. I shift the weight, keeping that alignment, no leaning, and then all the weights in the back foot. If I pick up my front foot, I don't bob. So it's a shifting of the weight going back and forth. And we do it on both sides. So we always do the left leg first, and we're going to put the hand on top. So the foot in front is left. I'm mirroring you in case you're like, no, that's your right. It's my left. It's my right, your left. So I'm putting the left in front. I'm going to shift the weight. Hand goes out, and this hand goes back. So I'll do it from the side so you can see. Hands go forward. That one goes back. I shift the weight. The hand comes back. Other one goes out. I keep my head straight ahead. So I keep my head straight looking at the TV or the monitor, laptop, whatever you got. And it almost feels like you're doing the breaststroke, like you're swimming. That's what it reminds me of. But it's called working the pulley because back in the day, they said in China, you would pull the pulley to get the well water, the bucket of water from the well. So it's kind of that motion, right? I'm grabbing that rope, right, in the other way. So it also kind of reminds me of repulsed monkey, which is and also another move, yang style. There is a sun style. There's many styles. But it feels really good in my upper back, this movement for me. There's a little rotation in my torso. So it's this is a little bit more advanced move. So you see, as I put my weight, I'm putting my torso, my shoulders, right, or at an angle. It's kind of like swimming. When you're swimming, there's a little rotation in the water with your body. Same thing. All right, so I lost count. So let's do that one more time. And then bring that hand and foot back in and come to rest. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side now. And we'll do it till it feels good. No. Usually it's 9 times. But some people do a routine of 6, 3, whatever feels good for you. And the hand falls back. Shift the weight, the hand follows forward. Shift the weight, the hand goes back. So everything comes from your body, torso first, and then the hands are just an expression of the movement. With a little rotation, you got to be soft in your hips, you got to be soft in the knees, soft in all your joints. And you can modify anything you like to make it comfortable for you. We say don't do it if it hurts. Make modifications. So good. It's good to see people doing the movement. Let's do that maybe 2 more times. Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. It's one of my favorite. And one more. And then when we're done, we bring the hand and foot in and come to rest. Hand circle and come to rest. So that is a practice from Tai Chi Cha. which is by Justin Stone, which is a form of Qigong, spiritual or medical Qigong. Got a mosquito coming towards me. Surprisingly, they're still alive mid October. All right. Another fun thing is called joyous breath, which I love, part of Justin Stone's practice. So they say step out to the left a little bit wider. And we imagine shutting like a window, right? In the old days, you just shut a window, go down. And then we're going to lift the window, go on the balls of our feet. So not the toes, the balls, so not too high. And then we're going to flip the hands over and we're going to do 4 times going down and exhaling through our nose forcefully. So I'm going to get closer. Maybe you can hear me better, but it's so go on the balls of your feet, hands go up, turn the wrists shoulder height, and do the exhales. Again, inhale. And one more time. And then you bring the left foot in, hands rise, and come to rest. I think it's called joyous breath because I feel a little tipsy after doing it. It makes you feel joyous. It's that oxygen release and exchange, kind of like when you're laughing really hard, right? You just get that, right? You laugh so hard, like you just, so it's that nice, they say you don't do it too often, but 3 is good. In the beginning of practice or into practice, you could do as well. Let's do one more move, and then we're going to move into the meditation. Hand is up. I'm going to mirror you. So this hand, the left hand is up. We're going to step out to the right. We're going to shift that weight. One hand goes down, grab in the other arm, and bring that up. So don't have to be perfect. So the hand goes out, the weight you shift. So the hand right is on top of the one I shift to. I bring up that bottom hand, I shift, that hand goes out. It's an expression. So I shift the weight, hand expresses out, comes down, shift the weight, the hand expresses out. So this is called passing clouds. And in Tai Chi, usually we step to the side, but in Qigong, which this is, usually it's shifting of the weight. So it's easier. And we shift our weight 9 times on each side. So both sides is considered 1. So this is another beautiful practice from Tai Chi Cha. And right now I'm teaching it actively in community ed through the 196 school district on Tuesday evenings. If you like to join, there's a new series starting November 11th. All right, let's do that 2 more times. Going to the right and doing that 1 more time, shifting the weight, hands follow, and then bringing the hand and foot in and come to rest. So good job on moving there. I want to come closer. So roughly we would kind of do about 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of singing and challenge, inspiration. And then the last 15 minutes, I try to do a 5-minute meditation with a little chanting. So have water close by so you can do a chant. And the lymphatic work. So let's go straight into the lymphatic work. This is a Perrin technique, Perrin, and it's a wonderful program I've experienced and I've learned from occupational therapists. I'm not, a massage therapist or occupational therapist, but you can learn from them if you like it with that resource, that information link I'll send later. So the first thing we do is the fingers, just gentle pressure. It's like an ant crawling on your skin, right? You don't go like this, just very soft. And we do it here where the bridge of the nose and the eyebrows meet. And you can have a little pressure upward or downward. You might feel like you breathe a little bit better. Then you know that's the right direction. If you don't notice any difference, then do whatever one feels good. So we'll take 6 deep breaths, holding just only this pressure point on your face. So nice deep breath. Then exhale, doing that again. For the third time, a fourth, a fifth, and one more time, sixth. And then we'll release that and we'll gently have fingers go down our face, leading to the clavicle. We do that 5 times and one more time. Starting at the top of the head, going over the ears, leading it to the clavicle and doing that 5 times. Just gentle pressure. Doesn't even feel like you're doing anything. One more time. Then from behind the head, circling around, leading it to the clavicle. Circle around. You can comb through your hair if you got it, or you can just trace along it. And one more time. I always like to fix my hair afterwards. Okay. Then we go behind one ear. Doesn't matter which side. Just pick one. Go down to the same side clavicle. Doing that 5 times. Very gentle. And now the other. At first, when I learned this, I thought I went all the way across. Um, so if you make that mistake like I did, you're not unusual. But it's smaller. It's a smaller movement. All right, the next one is for your is around your chest. So we're going to go down and around. So reaching across your body. You can have your arm up or down, doesn't matter. For me, it feels easier to have the arm up. So we do 5 up strokes. Then we do over the chest, up and over, or if you're a guy, straight across. And then leading it to the clavicle. It looks funny at this point, but then then we do the sternum. So the same side of chest that you just did that upward, we do an upward motion from the sternum up to the clavicle. And now we do the same thing on the other side. 5 upward strokes, back of the hand, front of the hand, doesn't matter. It's just the gentle motion. This is really good in the shower. Skin on skin is really helpful for lymphatic. And now up and over or straight across, leading it to the clavicle across your chest. And the last one, sternum going up, at least the last one for the being in front. The next movement after this requires a towel or a friend or anything that's longer, could be a pillow. What I was thinking, I do have my cat's dog collar. Oh, so you just need something that will like rub against your shoulder blade. So we want to get that the trapezoids, which is between the shoulder blades. So just something that you can wrap around. And if you can't reach behind you, maybe a friend can do it, but 5 upward strokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do the other side. It doesn't matter which side you do first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last part of the parent technique is going down. Um, and something I learned separate from parent technique is you can just put your hand on the clavicle and turn your neck side to side. And that just can help release what was in, all that drainage. We brought all that drainage to the clavicle and that just helps it move it along. I used to think doing this routine is like voodoo, it's foo-foo, but it really actually helps me quite a bit. Um, it's weird how just the simplest thing can help, right? So doing the other side of your neck, whatever that was for you. And like I said, it doesn't matter which one first. And then one more time. All right, so that's a nice little thing. We'll go into a little meditation. So feeling comfortable, and then let's do the chanting, then I'll do the meditation. Sometimes I do the meditation, but I think it'd be fun to do the chanting. I love chanting after the parent technique. Um, Something about moving the lymphatic system and then chanting. So grab your water, make sure you're hydrated. We're gonna make 3 sounds 5 times. Um, And so the first one I like to do like Om and have it be like a deep one coming from your chest. We'll do that 5 times, take a little break. Next one will be like an ooh, more ooh, your lips, throat. You'll feel a vibration in your lips. And then 5 times an E sound more out of your nasal sign. It sounds more up here. And usually it's higher, but you can do a different pitch. Doesn't have to match me at all. So getting hydrated. And be comfortable. You can sit or stand while you do this, and I'll keep count. So taking a nice deep breath. Om. 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 So that was 5 times. Taking a moment to rest, letting yourself feel that relaxation. Maybe you felt the vibration in your chest. Maybe you didn't. They say in a practice that if you can wait 2 minutes between the things, then that's great, but I'm not going to take that much time. So we're going to go move on to the next vibration. But if you do this practice at home, that would be great to take a 2-minute break. So the next sound is the ooh. So taking a nice deep breath 5 times. Ooh. 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 2 more times. Ooh. Ooh. And last time. Ooh. Ooh. Softening the body, taking another sip of water if you need it, just taking a 30-second break. Maybe you want to stretch your neck a little bit. And we'll do the last sound, which is a higher pitch, and it's in the E, and you want to have that nasal sound. So if you don't know what that's like, just imagine and setting that intention. I know for me, it took a long time to notice these things. So if you pick up right away, that's great. So let's do the 5 E sounds. So E. 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 And 2 more times, that nasal sound. E. And one more time. E. Take a moment to feel that stillness in your body after all that internal vibration you created. Feeling a deep, deep sense of peace, feeling relaxed, feeling safe, feeling blessed in this moment. It may feel differently for you afterwards, but that's okay. In this moment, always turn back to this moment, right? That's all we have is this moment. Knowing that you can come back to this moment, this feeling at any time through chanting, through relaxation, stretching, moving. I used to do stretching with my seniors that did chair class. That's easily something that you could do in this moment too, if that feels right in your body, or if you're standing. I invite you to listen to your body. It's easy to forget your body. It's easy to push your body and not listen to the warning signs that you're tired or that maybe you're sick or maybe you need more stimulation in your body, more stimulation in your brain. So paying attention, what feels right. Maybe you're outside and you're hearing these amazing birds chirping. I am. Or maybe you're inside and you can hear the airflow through your heating system or air duct. Perhaps you can hear cars going by. So just noticing how your body wants to express itself, either through a stretch or rubbing. Maybe you want to rub a body part, maybe your knees, your hips, your thighs, letting your body know that you're here, that you're safe, but you're keeping that delicate balance. Thinking about what we talked about today, challenging ourselves. And then meditation, I like to reflect on some of the challenge questions, which was challenging yourself to memorize either a simple poem or a song. And then thinking about the questions of the day, which I came up with, which was, if you could do anything more of, what would it be? And maybe pushing yourself, and you could do more of that this week. Maybe you can pencil that in. If it's having fun with your friends or joining a Zoom call, stretching, whatever your body wants more of, silence. So pencil that in this week if you can. And let's take a few deep breaths. In through the nose, out the nose is preferred way of Tai Chi and Qigong, but do what feels right for you. And let's do that one more time. And reflecting back on the poetry that we talked about, or the affirmations of gratitude, which inspired today's song. Actually, I was going to teach another song, which I'll teach another day. But I ended up teaching the Hafiz inspired song by Barbara McAfee, which was, I wish that I could show you the astonishing light of your being. That was the lyrics from the song. But the actual poem is, I wish I could show you when you are lonely and in the dark, the astonishing light of your own being. So feeling that beauty of yourself, realizing the blessings of your gifts that you hold, whatever they are. Maybe it's cooking, organizing, maybe it's connecting people, maybe it's inspiring people, maybe it's helping people, finding your gifts and knowing that you're being blessed and giving and receiving, as MJ Ryan talked about. And attracting more of what you want. Jane Goodall talked about the environment we create, we determine, and we want to encourage and nurture what we want more of, right? So if you're feeling rejected, you don't want to think about that rejection, right? You want to think about, oh, this person likes me, or this person, I like this person, or it's really easy to do this. So think about what comes easy, not what isn't meant to be in this moment. You know, maybe you're not supposed to do those things that you get rejected on. Maybe you are supposed to do something else. So creating the environment that you want more of. So attracting more love, if that's what you want, more love, more mindfulness, more balance, more peace. So imagine that you're a beautiful star in the sky. So I'd like to do some imagery as we finish up this meditation. So imagine that you're a beautiful star in the sky. You know, you pick the distance, how far you want to be from Earth. Maybe you're the sun. Maybe you're further out. Maybe you're the most distant star in the sky. And imagine your light getting stronger and stronger. So strong that it warms things next to it, just at the right temperature. You're giving off light to where there's darkness. You're sharing and you're giving what you have to offer in this world, your light. And you're filling up your light with things that matter to you, that give you joy, that give you peace, whether that be all the things that we did today in the Zoom call, or it's other things that you do. Maybe it's gardening, things that um, you know, kayaking, right? Doing things outside, and you're shining your light even brighter and just at the right steady pace, not too fast, not too slow, but just the right wavelength for yourself and for what's around you. And that you matter in this world, just like every star does. You have a purpose and a reason for being here, and trusting that radiance that you have within yourself. And as you're imagining to be that star that's just radiating, take a few moments of silence, holding that image, imagining what it feels like. And I'm going to count to 10. And you can slowly bring your awareness back to this present moment at the count of 10. So gently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe opening your eyes. 7, rubbing your body. 8, 9, 10. And I invite you to rub your hands, thinking of that beautiful star, the astonishing light of your own being, right? And let's go up the face around, making a beautiful heart shape. And one more time, maybe comb through your hair. This is from Spring Forest Qigong. They like to do this at the end of their practice. Harvesting Qi, they call it. Let's rub our earlobes. If you can do both at the same time, kudos to you, or just do one at a time and then gently pull on your earlobe. A little stretch, kind of opening up the ear. You can massage the inner part of your ear. and pulling down a little bit. You can make a little V shapes and gently go up and down. It should be very gentle on the pressure. If it hurts, make it even lighter. And one more time. And let's rub that neck, or the neck and the torso connect. They call it the C7. So gently rubbing the back of that in a circular motion. And then let's gently rub our hands, and we're going to cup our kidneys. So if you can't reach back for your kidneys, imagine. So, but we're going to gently rub the kidneys. You can do it in the chair, sending good energy. And then let's rub our hands, and we're going to do it to our knees. And if anybody can't reach a certain body part, just send love. Imagine that you're doing it instead. Rubbing your knees. And then just rubbing the hands, sending good energy. Yeah, to each other. Good. So much love. I'm going to stop the recording, and then you guys can stay and share what you liked or didn't like. And thank you so very much for watching. Oh, and if you haven't watched, I just did a recording of the Duluth Fall Colors on my YouTube channel, which is in the email, and it's really cool. So you got to watch it. All right. Thank you so much.